Here in North Florida, but the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Off-play action. Meeks. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dwayne Smoot gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Meeks. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay the touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Jaguars nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Lawrence. And Ingram holds it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And looking for Cook, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st and 10, Meeks. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This is caught. Touchdown, Colts. Mo Alley-Cox, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
If you did know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And here comes a return from just deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked off at the 25. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the 1st as they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
70, Indy. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Lawrence on the sneak, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. On 1st down, Meeks. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Meeks to the right side, complete to Taylor. Taylor's got the 1st down and more. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They go play action here on first down. Campbell making the catch. Breaks the tackle. Now with Allen. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
And
CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Blankenship out for the point after. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
Next score, Colts 28, Jaguars 6.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They begin the drive with Robinson. Isaiah Rodgers up to make the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him.
Touchdown! O.J. Howard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They run. Robinson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here's Lawrence to throw. It'll be a loss of 13 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is fielded at the 27. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They are in the second quarter down in Miami. It's now a 2-touchdown lead there for the Dolphins. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dwayne Smoot able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Meeks. He'll get this one to Pittman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Throwing on 1st down. Meeks looking for Campbell downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to take over here up near the 40. Defensively that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Trucks over him. They'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 28. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out and start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
He's going to try and go deep again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Take 4, take 4.
Off play action. Meeks. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Let's go, baby.
And maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they've been thoroughly dominated so far, but a brief bright spot there with that pick 6.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the bout.
Oh, and now they're going to fake. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.